that President Trump has not condemned this, has not called on the protesters to stand down. You've been a staunch ally of the president. Can you convince him to come out right now? Will you do that?
As I was stuck within my room, I called the president, explained to him what was going on. I know he put a tweet out. I begged him to go talk to the nation. Don't do it by Twitter. I know that he's doing a message right now. I called back. This has got to stop, and I know a message is supposed to come out shortly.
So you believe the president is going to be speaking about this, and when you say a message is coming shortly, what does that mean? Is some kind of a videotape message?
That's what I believe. When I was just calling back again to him, and I understand that's what was taking place right now.
And you talk about all of us taking responsibility, and that's well placed. And I think all of us have to think about and reflect on what's going on as we see this image of a mob moving through the Capitol that none of us could ever imagine in this country. What responsibility do you feel yourself as Republican leader of the House, as someone who did not recognize the election of Joe Biden, who has protested these votes?
Well, let's not put words in each other's mouth, okay? The one thing I will tell you is I believe every election should be fair and accurate. I have no problem. I still have House races that aren't determined yet. I've got a person who lost a race, a Democrat in the House, contesting it inside Congress right there. That's fair. Those are the rules. That's a possibility. But
people watching on Facebook, I also have the chat up for that.
We can disagree with one another.
4 people watching on Facebook.
You know people have different agreement, but you can sit and we're all Americans first. This type of activity has got to stop, and it didn't just start today. I've watched time and again other members, I get them on both sides, that would say you need to go confront them in their house. You need to confront them and yell at them. Look, I've had a friend shot a colleague. I've watched people protest within my house. We have a First Amendment, but this is beyond the First Amendment. People do not have right to do this. People planned within here. People, you will find later the things people brought into this. There was shooting going on that I've heard within here. This is not the America we know. This is un-America. We are the beacon of democracy. This is not our best. This is what we're supposed to show to the nation. This is my saddest day as a member of Congress. And what we have to do is take this moment to take this divide in this nation and understand we could have differences of opinion. You have the right of speech, but you do not have a right to take it to the level that I've watched people have done time and time again.
Will things change after this? Is there a way to heal this breach in our country, in the Congress?
There has to be. Look, I know the greatness of this nation. I know we are exceptional. These, at our lowest points at times, can we wake up with each other? Can we realize that what has gone on has gone too far? I can disagree with a person and still love them as a person. We can debate. What should happen here is the public should be able to be sitting in that chamber watching us debate and just think of the things that we debated in that chamber, from the 13th Amendment, from the idea of civil rights. But the idea of this transpiring today is wrong, and anybody associated with it is wrong.
John Lee Clamor.
That is very clear, Congressman. Thank you for saying it. Thank you for condemning what we've seen right there, and good luck healing that breach in the coming days in this new Congress. Appreciate your time right now. We have been told that, in fact, the president has released a video. We're going to be playing it as soon as we can right now. First, I want to bring in Kellyanne Conway, who, of course, has been counsel to the president for the last several years. We don't have the video yet, Kellyanne. We're hoping to have it ready there in just a minute.
That's true, Tiffany.
What is the president saying? Is he prepared to condemn this action?
Sure, I've watched the video, George. Thanks for having me on. The president tells them to go home and go in peace. He tells them he understands that they think that the election has been stolen, but there shouldn't be violence, to go home and to go in peace. And basically, he's telling the Capitol, telling people at the Capitol what frankly was my message to him over an hour ago, which is tell them to get out and go home. And these are not peaceful protests. And I want to tell everyone, particularly people who
he just
support
waited
President
a few
Trump,
hours to call him off. What the fuck is he waiting for?
Now, what I see the images coming out of the Capitol, people think it's appropriate and legal and funny.
Oh,
it's not, folks.
it is disgraceful. Is exactly how I would explain it.
to go screaming through.
This is his fault.
Of our
there's no other way to slice it.
I'm telling you, these are extremists.
He incited
and in any case, they
this.
look like anarchists rather than people who are peacefully protesting.
Yeah.
And I think
Go
they
in
give
peace
a bad
to
look
love and serve the
to
Lord.
the president's legacy and also the 74 million people who voted for him. That's
Perhaps,
not the base.
but weren't they incited by the president himself? He was speaking to that group just hours ago, around 11 o'clock this morning. He was calling on Twitter for people to come out to these protests in Washington, D.C., saying they're going to be wild.
There shouldn't be violence of any kind. Destruction is not part of democracy in its purest form. There are many ways to dissent. There are many ways to disagree. There are many ways to be upset that maybe your candidate didn't prevail. Look, I was in Georgia on Sunday and Monday. I talked about the two Senate candidates, but you had a lot of people there talking about the presidential election still. And I've been in touch with the mayor's office, Mayor Bowser. I'm glad that the president has authorized the National Guard to go. I think that's very helpful.
Twitch.tv.
I know that she's got a curfew going on. That will be helpful. But this is a moment for all of us to come together. And George, I have to tell you, I hope these calls for unity are real. And I've thrown my hat into that ring as well. This, as I said about 4 years ago, that we are a country where the peaceful transition of power is incredibly important, and it's owed to each and every one of us as Americans. And I absolutely expect and hope that will take place.
Should I screen snipe them,
that when the
Green
president tells
Moose?
people go home and go in peace, he is directing them to leave the Capitol building.
Should I just steal
now,
their feed?
And they ought to do it.
And we do have the video right now. So, Kellyanne, thanks very much for your time. I appreciate that. Let's show the President of the United States.
I know your pain. I know you're hurt. We had an election that was stolen from us. It was a landslide election, and everyone knows it, especially the other side. But you have to go home now.
Oh, my God.
We have to have
That's
peace.
who I thought it was. Kellyanne Conway is talking.
We have to respect
is speaking out against him, the Crypt Keeper looking
people
chick.
in law and order. We don't want anybody hurt. It's a very tough period of time. There's never been a time like this where such a thing happened, where they could take it away from all of us, from me, from you, from our country.
After this part,
this was a fraudulent election, but we can't play into the hands of these people. We have to have peace.
What?
So go home. We love you. You're very special. You've seen what happens. You see the way others are treated that are so bad and so evil. I know how you feel. But go home and go home in peace.
Well, the president did say go home there, but his message was wrapped in a lie.
Oh, my God.
On that. He said the election was stolen. He said he won in a landslide. He said they're trying to take it away from you. You know that's not true. You've said it's not true.
Let's see if we can get on
I guess this is a beginning for at least for him to say to come home. Apparently, we lost Chris Christie. I'll bring that to Terry Moran.
Well, it's a half a loaf at best. Well, one of the things that President Trump insists upon is that he not ever be considered a loser. And I think this, in some ways, is gasoline on the fire. And in some ways, he may have lost control of these people. I remember I was at the rally where the crowd chanted, send her back, send her back,
who we're
about
talking
Ilhan
to.
Omar.
And one of the reports I got is from an interview with Representative Mike Kelly of Pennsylvania. He is one of the people, he's a Republican, one of the people who was objecting. Oh, it looks like my phone can't bring it up now. But when he was asked what he thought led to this, whether he was concerned about the rhetoric from the president led to this, the president who he vigorously defends.
Tiffany.
Instead, he raised something that I think we need to keep our eyes open for.
Words.
He talked about the media as being the one that stoked this fire, the media as the one to blame essentially for the violence that we saw today. So that is something that we see from the right and from at least one of President Trump's allies here in the Capitol, who himself has been affected by this violence today.
So Lisa, what does that tell you, the fact that you have one of the president's supporters?
On the fucking show because we came in the door deep, 200, 300, 400. It's not over. All we did was walk in the door. We are still going to vote, and we still have to continue to show our support to Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the only one that is continuously fighting for our liberties, for our Constitution.
Which one is this?
What am I hearing? What little bit we can here to continue to show our support.
Sorry, guys. Got to plug in my phone. Thanks for coming, everyone. Welcome to all the new people. I appreciate all the mods helping out. What a historic day. What's there to even say about it? I recommend you look into this guy called Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's my plug. Also visit freedomscoop.com. Actually, you guys broke the site, so maybe you can't, but...
Wait, are each of these feeds individual? Can I click on each one of them?
I saw you in the crowd. Yeah, he told us. How's it going, brother? Good to see you, man. He called us.
That shit hurts. How many of you guys have been bear maced before? The shit sucks. I wish it wasn't raining. It kind of sucks.
Most. Now you see your schools are closed, your churches are closed, your small businesses are closed, but Costco and Walmart are open all day no matter what happens there. Does that...
This is the one.
Your small businesses are closed, but Costco and Walmart are open all day no matter what happens there. Does that feel right?
Jesus. That's giving me fucking
It seemed to
anxiety
me as if
attack.
it was...
Enforcement has a lot to answer for here. Somebody dropped the ball because we...
Oh, I see. The fuck?
We in the civilian world, in the private sector, we're well aware of online threats and chatter, as they call it, calling for violence, calling for people to show up. You know, they were saying things that I don't think we want to repeat here about the types of violence they were calling for, but this is weeks. Companies in and around the Capitol had their own intelligence operation telling them to be careful of their people, to be on guard, to take precautions. Law enforcement certainly knew that there was at least a serious threat of violence, even if they didn't necessarily know precisely what was going to go on.
And right now, what is happening now that it has gotten out of control, and we've seen some combat, some law enforcement in combat gear head into the Capitol. We've seen the deploy on parts of the Capitol step. What is the plan going forward as far as you know?
Well, obviously what's happening now, as we've been reporting, and people on our special report have seen people mobilizing, they're trying to bring in the National Guard, other agencies. But, there's a complex, situation when it comes to law enforcement at Capitol Hill. The police there, it's a small police force. They protect Capitol Hill. They are separate from the FBI, from the D.C. Metro Police. They were doing their jobs, but they were basically by themselves. And now what they're trying to do is bring in the other kinds of police, D.C. Metro, the Secret Service, the National Guard, the Federal Protective Service, that whole universe of law enforcement around the D.C. area. And, we've seen this so many times, especially with the protests and riots that broke out over the summer and in the spring. It's so much harder to put this back together after violence breaks out. Had they had a large-scale force in advance, the argument could be made that they would have been better prepared to protect Capitol Hill and to keep the protesters from breaching the building.
Thank you, Josh Margol and Pierre Thomas. So they're just going to wait them out, perhaps?
As Josh alluded to, you've got to get the force together. They've got to get all the different agencies together, and they have to come up with a plan. And they have to come up with a plan that they can execute to try to de-escalate.
The fuck? Son of a bitch.
The Capitol of the United States being breached, thousands of people still remaining on the outside, and mobs of people. Clearly, some of the new images that we saw, not dozens of people, but multiple dozens of people moving throughout the Capitol. That creates any number of issues, not only in terms of removing the people. Now you have to have a situation where you search each and every office every nook and cranny of the Capitol to figure out if weapons or booby traps were left. Now, the hope is that most of these people were just angry and frustrated and are sauntering through the Capitol, but they cannot be certain that that's the case, George.
Pierre Thomas, thanks very much. I want to bring in Elizabeth Newman, a former official with the Department of Homeland Security. Picking up on what we were just hearing from Josh and Pierre.
Now, is this a live feed right now? Because I thought they started clearing. Well, I guess what the cops
by white supremacists and other domestic terror groups has been out there and building for the last several years.
That's right, George. They, even in the Turner Diaries, you see like one of the opening scenes of the white supremacist attempts to bring upon a civil war as an attack on the Capitol. And while what we saw today seems to be mostly organic, clearly there were threat actors in the midst of
but they're using B-roll footage now,
willing to incite, willing to encourage people to cross lines.
That's not a live
feed. Some of those came prepared for a fight, and I think the concern that I have, I'm sure that is first and foremost in the law enforcement officers' minds that are on the scene, is which of these individuals that have breached the Capitol are willing to cross the line to violence. They've already crossed other legal thresholds, but we hope and pray that they don't go further at this point.
Yeah, so what will they have to do? What is the best way for this to be taken on at this point, given the fact that it's such a...
Everybody knows that. Yeah, they know that. Nobody's celebrating. They're not celebrating. He canceled the inauguration. That was his. He supported Black Lives Matter protest, but he canceled the inauguration. Why? Because nobody really. There's no voters. It's the biggest scam America's.
Yeah. Well, God bless. God bless for coming out here.
God bless America.
Thank you. Wow. Well, came over here from Israel, and of course, this is what you see in a lot of these third world countries. You see a revolt. You see a protest of the people who clearly are fighting for freedom, and they feel like their freedoms are being jerked away. And if you don't stand up and fight and show resistance, perhaps it gets taken away even quicker. I mean, this is something. Wow. I'm just going to take a moment, let you listen into the sights and sounds as we kind of regroup and look around. So take a listen.
I don't know. These cops are also right-wingers. This is very complicated. I'm going to do a stream tomorrow about this whole thing.
See, this is the real shit. Fuck ABC News. They're just gonna go over and over, say the same thing. They've already started talking about white supremacists. This is what's up. Who cares what's going on in Salem, Oregon, though? It looks really quiet. We don't need 2 feeds of Salem, Oregon. Get those off. 3 feeds of Salem, Oregon. They're all from the same.
Trump just tweeted out saying he wanted people to go in peace. I'm not just going to shout out 2 random girls, Morgan and Mallory. No, I don't get high. What's up, man? Ray, the musician. Hey, everybody. Shout out to my friends.
Donald Trump has asked everybody to go home. Donald Trump asked everybody to go home. I'm here delivering the president's message. Donald Trump has asked everybody to go home.
Who is saying that?
Look at this guy. Trump's sending in the National Guard. He already did. He tweeted it out.
Yeah, that was an hour ago.
Yeah, but think about the National Guard. Look how effective they were against Antifa attacking government buildings. They're outnumbered. If they're outnumbered, they're outnumbered. It's not like they're just going to, you know.
Keep the spirit.
Do you know where that shot?
I don't want to say it. You're recording, so I don't know. No, I just don't remember what they said. What they said got it clear it in.
All right, so let's go, guys. Come on. Let's show them what the bigger men and women. Let's show them what patriots really do when their president asks for them to stand down. And I'm going to lead by example. I promise you, as soon as y'all start backing away, I'm going to be the first one.
This goofy-looking bastard's going to be the voice of reason.
So come on, let's go. Don't do any more damage to this building, you guys. Don't do any more damage to the building. Yeah, this is our house. Do not desecrate it, okay? This is a sacred place.
You think this is our house? Did you say this is our house? This ain't our house, man. This isn't our house. That's why we're here. It's not our house.
That's why we're here.
That's why we're here. But this ain't our house. Hey, he said go home. This is our home. We're going to be peaceful about it. Dang.
God damn, these mouth-breathing motherfuckers.
Don't jump back. Let's go home. Let's go on home.
People saying stuff. I've been in some. Dude. Black-pilled Zoomer over there. He's like, wow. Man, I don't care who's taking me. I'm live streaming right now. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I know. The only way we're gonna get over this pandemic is if the government starts flying around in helicopters, like how they hunt deer, shooting people with the vaccine.
We won't go. And I honestly, that was one of the first questions I asked when we came out here. I don't see how you disperse this crowd. I just don't see how you do it. And to think that the very steps that we're standing on right now is where state dignitaries, guests of the president, Congress, Senate, this is where they all assemble for inauguration. And that entryway that they're breaking into is actually where the president would walk out. I mean, this is the very spot that inauguration happens. And the fact that we're standing here protesting is incredible. I would never have thought that this would happen. Never.
I heard a woman just say, "Are you for us or against us?"
Thank you. I just don't know how these people are getting inside, man. That's incredible. Yes, sir. We're Right Side Broadcasting. We're live right now.
They were talking about people like rappelling down off of like balconies and stuff. And some woman got shot. I wonder what happened there.
You just keep it up. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
This day our daily bread. Oh God, they're praying. As we forgive those who trespass against us, lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. I don't know that extra stuff he's adding on. Oh no. They're calling to Jesus. I remember all that Catholic stuff. Well, most of it. They've changed it up, from what I understand. I have the same gas mask as that woman. He just went off camera.
I'm headed your way.
All right, we're gonna try it on Instagram again.
I wish I was out there. There's a lot of prime footage to be captured. Not to protest, just to, yeah. Hey, what up, Roy? I don't know.
This is amazing that we're actually standing on the inauguration stage. Like, this is where the president would be sworn in, right here. These steps, that entrance. He walks through those doors.
This is not anywhere close to me.
It really is.
This
surreal
is like
that we're
halfway
standing
across the
here
country
while this
from
is
where
going
I
on.
am.
And Joe Biden has said early on that he will not have
Everything.
a public inauguration.
Washington, Oregon,
in my opinion, he knows that
DC?
it could be protested just like we're seeing today. I mean, that's one of the reasons why Joe Biden won't be public about anything, because Trump supporters, as you see, will show up.
Probably
and,
equal distance
and resist.
I said I have the same one.
We are live. I'm Brian Glenn, right side broadcasting. We are at the steps of Capitol Hill, and a very unprecedented day in our nation's history, and it's something I've never thought we would witness. To be honest with you, this is absolutely not what I thought would happen today. But yet, here we are. It looks like they're about to ram that door with something. I don't know if you can see that, Joe. They're pulling up like a white, looks like some kind of battering ram or something. So they might. I don't know what that is.
Olympia, Washington, Salem, Oregon, Washington, D.C., which is on the opposite side of the country, Chris. I don't know if you know that. And, yeah. Sacramento? Is that what that one says?
See, now they're really starting to push back now. So, this is when...
Ooh! Okay.
Wow. We're live on Right Side Broadcasting. Okay, now we got some tear gas coming out. We got tear gas, so this is when we probably need to...
God.
We need to duck down and get... yeah. All right, we're going to cover our mouths real quick, so...
Yeah, that'll work. You just, cover your mouth. That'll fix... You still gotta breathe, motherfucker.
You might get a little... Hang on, just give us a moment.
Cover your eyes more than your mouth, guys.
Oh, jeez, right.
All right, yeah, I can...
Was that tear gas or was that just a smoke bomb?
Yeah, I'm live on the air right now. Go to my...
Come on, man.
I just want you to let you know where we're on.
Escalate. Just kidding. Yeah, but those tear gas canisters, you could see smoke coming off of them.
Flash bombs going on here.
That looked very thick, though.
If you're watching us...
Oh, no, yeah, they gassed them. People
we
are
appreciate your support. I just gotten a bunch of messages just now asking about our safety, and I just want to say that we're okay. We're fine with the occasional tear gas that's being shot out. We're fine. So I appreciate people being concerned about our health and safety, but we are fine at this point.
They moved him up to the top corner. That is the only feed that matters. You should be on this one.
Oh.
My hands are a gas mask.
There's a call to stop the violence, maybe even from a Trump supporter side. If we just quit, maybe throwing stuff at the Capitol Police here, then maybe things might turn a different tone. But
that guy ran away in a hurry.
Seeing what I see right now, I mean, it's going to be impossible to penetrate this Capitol from that area. There's just too many police there. And
that dude just whipped a pipe at them. They're throwing things at the cops. Dude. Oh, he's got a fucking bat.
I mean, they are really trying to penetrate that door right there, aren't they? Holy cow.
That guy who's throwing shit at him, he's hitting him with a fucking bat. That's a metal bat.
I could not imagine being up there right now.
Oh my God.
Look at that. People climbing through the windows.
That kid's gonna get fucked up.
They are really trying to get in there.
I see the cops are holding up shields. Oh,
now
pepper sprayed him.
Police stand down is what they're chanting now. Police stand down.
Did they get the guy with the bat? I lost track of him. Oh no, that was him. What? They're climbing into the fucking window. Just crazy rantings about pedophiles.
If you're just now joining us, Brian Glenn, Right Side Broadcasting, we are live.
Hey
here at
man,
the steps
you always
of the
gotta
White
look
House,
on the bright side of things.
Capitol.
Chris.
In unprecedented times, this is something we have not seen before.
You could shoot someone if they attack you with a baseball bat. You could shoot them. I'm pretty sure. Oh, you know, there was that guy who got shot in a Walmart,
people just
and I think that cop ended up
in this area. That's not counting.
I think they might have actually
behind us. On this
ruled in the guy who got shot's
on
favor. It was a big, I forget the guy's name.
Has been constructed
like a year ago.
For the inauguration. We watched over the last couple months this area be built, and then now to be standing
There's the guy
here
with the
right
bat.
now, I never would have thought that would happen. What's that?
This guy's missing his son.
Oh wow. We have a gentleman over here that's missing his son. Maybe if you want to get his attention, maybe we'll put him on there. We got a lot of people. We got a guy that's missing his son, and I'd like to see if we can help him out at all. So that's got to be a very scary moment. Let's see if we can have a few words with this guy.
Clarify what happened there?
I'm not sure what statement you're referring to, Evan, but
How's it going? Yeah. Not trying to be weird.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people watching.
Yeah, I think I was the only one in there. It was 30K at one point. I was on ABC and Reuters and shit. I woke up with 1,000 subscribers this morning. I have no idea how many I have. I was inside for like an hour. I was one of the last like 10 people in there.
What's your, are you on Facebook?
Well, no, I'm on Instagram here and YouTube here. I'm Steven Ignoramus. Yep. I don't matter though. This shit is history. Can't believe today.
Did he just fucking teleport? Wasn't he in a completely different spot just a second ago?
Yeah, that's right, Thorodox. No more Periscope.
John Lee Clamor says, this is the fault of the alien pedophile lizard people who've controlled the central banks and want to implant chips in us via vaccines. Something, something, flat earth.
We've been in this before you. We've been doing this shit before you. People are man. You okay?
Yeah.
Not today, Monday.
This is a super spreader event.
Exactly. They fucking protect BLM. You surround them like you surround us. They can't surround my shit. We are the people that stand in the gap for America. Without all
People don't understand how global positioning systems work. You gotta charge them. And you can't.
What it is, y'all cowards? Clearly.
Today's not today.
You keep saying today's not today. They stole our election day. Today. Today was the final day.
It's already past the day, man.
No, he's not going to. He's not my God. He's not my God.
What are you going to do? I'm out here doing what I'm doing right now. You're trying to support me.
Steven's stream just went down.
Stay free. What are you going to do with it? Mine was the final straw. Yo, what are you going to do with it?
That's what I'm saying, Chris.
Because he wants us to stand down. Yeah, he wants us to stand down. Today's not today.
Late Christmas present. Everyone gets COVID.
Make a statement. What are you trying to do? What's right? Vote for third party. You're right for third party. What's the truth? The truth is that Donald Trump won. The truth is Donald Trump won.
You hear these people arguing? I'm sure they're going to change each other's minds. The DC's mayor's name is Bowser.
What do we want? We want freedom! Sorry about that. That's not why we're here.
Something's going down in Utah.
We're not chanting slogans. We're not here to destroy shit. But this is our house, and these people are trying to ruin our lives. Mutiny for our cause. These people are ruining our lives and yours. All by ourselves, me and one guy. How is it that you stand against the people who pay you? Or better yet, the people that stand in front of you unharmed. The one that go against BLM. The one that go. The one that live for y'all. Huh? We love y'all. We stand behind y'all.
Did he just say he goes against BLM? Oh! Ah! This is happening in Oregon.
That's them from Patriots. Everybody share us out.
Stick with me.
Yeah.
I got Jared, who's good.
This one right here. Oh geez, there's some violence over here too. Come on. This whole section in the corner.
this
Who
guy.
cares who the mayor of DC is? It's not my capital. I'm from Illinois.
Paintball shots out.
Mayor of DC.
More smoke.
Place is a shithole full of homeless people
mace.
and crime.
Mace from both sides.
So,
Paintballs.
I don't know. I
Paintballs.
actually haven't been to DC in a very long time. The
More
last
smoke.
time I was there, it's not as nice as
Both
it looks
sides
like
on
in
one big
movies
fight
at
right
all.
here.
The monuments are pretty cool. Oh, damn. Imagine living in Oregon. Oh my God. No. Was that gunshot? Or probably fireworks. Yeah.
Thank you guys, everybody. Please keep sharing this. Officers out. Hey, Trey, officers out.
DC is a thing that exists within a state.
Yeah.
That fuck right there.
Yep.
See him? It's the red right there. That's... So they've shot the cops. So the chuds are firing on people right in front of these guys, and they're not doing anything.
I'd love to see. I wonder with this guy talking what his
insane, dude.
thoughts on
They
politics
just
are.
sat there and watched this guy right here. Oh yeah. You see him right there with his back to me. Yeah. 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 Yeah, no, come on up here. Come on up here. Take your gun off and come on up. I'm not going anywhere.
Got a big tough guy here.
No. I haven't left, have I?
Oh.
You're not going to do anything about it. I've been here the whole time. Sorry. Last time you were here, your ass ran. Take your gun off, Joe. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Come on, touch me. I'm not trying to touch you, bro. Do it. You're the one that threatened me. Fucking do it. Get back. I am. Get back.
Wow. Whoa.
There's a shit ton of cops here. Apparently I'm supposed to run. I will admit though, it's probably not the safest here anymore. They fucked some people up. We got footage of people fucking just shooting at people right next to the officers.
Nobody's shooting anybody here.
Oh, I got footage of it, sir.
Who shot anybody? Who shot somebody?
There was a guy, I don't know his name or anything, but
Yeah.
he was standing right
The
there.
cops
right
would be
when the
acting
cops
a
came
lot
out.
different if someone.
Paintball gun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he fired like 30, 40 rounds into somebody. I don't mean guns. I mean paintball. You can hear that. And if I'm live and you thought I meant guns, I meant paintball guns. I'm not trying to make it something that it's not. But
All right.
yeah, we had a paintball gun firing. We got shit tons of cops everywhere.
That person's on the ground.
I don't know what's going down over here.
Okay, so he got called out by somebody for sensationalizing, but he went back on it. MN?
Cleaning my glasses.
No, I just got into a fight.
Oh, did you?
With that same guy who hit me last time I was here. He came running up to me. Cops tackled him up there. I haven't seen anybody because I was dealing with that.
These guys keep going to these gatherings and fighting with each other.
All right, so they've declared unlawful assembly.
Assembly told everyone to leave immediately.
Well, I will say this. I had to stand my ground against the big fat dude, but when all of his friends rushed up, I felt a little twinge of, oh shit, not gonna lie. Didn't really want to fight all those dudes on One Money Hill. Would have fought the one dude. But I didn't see that happening, and fighting in front of cops is just a good way to get arrested, which I don't really want to be arrested. I just
It's
want,
surrounded by one, Chris.
to document what's going on safely. They've declared everything a unlawful assembly. We got a lot of fucking cops everywhere.
So again, we're here at in front of the Capitol building. CJ is reporting live in Washington State at the Capitol there. I don't know what's going to happen. I may need to hop out of here in a minute, guys. There's some movement happening up there and happening behind me, so if it gets a little bit nutty, yeah, it looks like they're going to try. It looks like they might be trying to clear things up here. You okay? They might be trying to clear some people out here. I'm not sure. If it gets too aggressive, I imagine the police will come in force, and at that point, I would believe there'd be some clashes. There's calls out here. If you have children, leave the area.
Document, you should know the root and the history of the term conspiracy theory because they've weaponized it against you. They created that term to do just what it's doing today. 50 years later, it's worked perfectly. Everybody is so damn afraid to be called a conspiracy theorist. That's right. As long as there's been people in power, they have conspired together to stay in power. Have they not? Yes. Have they not? Yes. That's right, they have. So let me tell you what happened here. First of all, did you know our Secretary of State, when Kim Wyman was elected in 2012, she brought with her a nonprofit organization.
Tennessee is surrounded by
called
states.
ERIC. That's an acronym.
Does that mean it's in a state?
And it stands for Electronic Registration Information Center. You know what they do? You probably have never heard of them, right? Has anyone ever, just out of curiosity, have you ever heard of them?
Oh, I was gonna say Virginia.
Okay, you pay for them. You pay thousands of dollars a year. Can you imagine what you're paying them to do?
I understand. No, I don't know what you're. I don't know what you're taking issue with. Like, if you were to say, "Where is D.C.?" Because D.C. is its own thing, you'd be like, "Oh, well, it's Virginia."
Ooh, that one was stronger than the other ones, let me tell you. They're chanting traitors at the cops. The irony has lost.
Coming through. It's gonna get worse. When they come down here in Billy Cups, what are you gonna do? Okay, let's go.
Okay, Chris. Yeah, you're right.
Nah, whatever they just set off is burning. The other shit was weak. This is hot.
Thanks, Buffalo Titan. See, I wouldn't have had Maryland as the other thing that's bordering it. I didn't have that in.
Oh crap!
I forgot about that.
No. Oh shoot! Okay.
Haven't really thought about Washington D.C. in that way in a while.
Yeah, that hurts. Okay.
Damn, what the fuck? That shit was right here.
Is this a National Guard now? Ooh.
Oh, they not playing now. They definitely not playing now. They're just shooting off the fucking roof to get us out of here.
Huh. Wow. So now I'm trying to picture Maryland on the map of the country. I can't even picture it. I should bone up on all of those lessons from grade school where I learned all this stuff. Go take a geography class for 4th graders. Yeah, but it's not considered a state. It's a district, as you're saying.
Who got hit in the face with a rubber bullet? That man is leaking right now.
That I'm holding up my press badge here to see if I can get a little bit of. The shots come without warning, though. Like
It's hilarious that these guys waving around Confederate flags
it's definitely
are chanting traitor at these people. I mean, the irony cannot be completely lost on them.
Like everybody was just.
looks like the cops have retaken the stairs. Excuse me. Yeah, what's going on? I don't understand why Utah's popping off.
Did they get you?
Don't know where my friends went.
By people. I've heard sirens in the background trying to push people forward. My guess is we've got some mustering. They're starting to muster down this way too. So my guess is they're going to try getting everyone cleared out of here pretty aggressively, pretty quick. Well, the flash bombs are coming. I'm getting myself. Sorry, I'm going to pull myself out. I don't know if those are rubber bullets coming. Are those rubber bullets coming out?
Dude, I would not even be fucking around here. Oh no. Fuck. Damn. Fuck. Just when things are getting crazy. Let's see. Fucking ABC.
It's such a huge complex. And
to this nation and its patriotism really spoke to the heart of that instead of nation divided against itself, or at least his words connoted that. A nation divided against itself cannot stand. And I want us to be united. I want us to have the freedom to express our opposition and disagreement.
It's getting dark.
But what Donald Trump generated was a violation of his duty, was an abuse of power, was clearly, I think, it calls out for accountability.
Says offline. Woke.net. Record traffic. Son of a bitch. Huh? Ah. Offline. No dice.
Sorry.
Aha!
Okay, one sec, guys. Sorry. Oh, jeez. All right. One sec, guys. I gotta set you down. 1 second. Sorry. I had to set you down for a minute to get my... Okay. Like I said, I want to be in a safe spot. It takes a little bit of doing.
I'm surprised it's not dark there already. It should be like almost 5:30.
I'm occupying by the steps in case I need to get out of here. All right. Okay. media badge out, which isn't really good.
What a great combination. Let's spray all these people with tear gas, and then they'll cough all over each other.
Right here at the steps of in Washington D.C. at the steps of the Capitol. We've got people gearing up with shields, and there's some more flat gear happening out here. Trying to keep myself prepared for tear gas, which we've had deployed several times. Non-lethal rounds have been deployed several times. My guess is we're about to have a push.
They should be called less lethal rounds.
They're calling for some sort of action. I think that
unless they're paintballs, but they're rubber bullets, you can easily get killed by one of those fucking things.
We haven't heard any dispersal commands from law enforcement, though, so I'm not really sure if. But those won't. From past history, we know those aren't going to come. We know what's going to happen is they're going to start shooting rounds and shooting tear gas, and the crowd will. That's the message they send: is get out of here. Tear gas does that pretty strongly. So I'm going to throw my little mask on here to see if that'll help me with the smell.
They're like wrestling some guy on some scaffolding.
They've used there we go.
I don't got all day, cops. Let's get this show on the road.
So it's interesting because in the past we've heard a lot of support for the police, but
not anymore. Now everyone hates the police.
And I don't know that that's
the
gonna go
far
over well with
left
the
and the
crowd.
far
Sorry, guys,
right, they all despise the cops. They have no more allies. I don't know. Maybe because Oregon's been getting fucked
let me stay. I got my media
with
badge
riots
out.
way more than them
But I don't know if that's
over
gonna
the
mean
past
a thing.
6 months. I mean, look at these Oregon cops. They look way tougher than these
So
DC
CJ
guys.
is out here with me right now. He's in Olympia covering the protest there. We've got police dogs coming out right here on the steps of the Capitol. They are not messing around. Get my press badge sitting out here.
See this guy just above? Oh, he's gone.
It looks to me like they're forming a perimeter. So I'm just going to get down against this wall here. I'm going to stay right by the steps so I can head out if I need to. I'm getting ordered to head down, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Make sure I don't get in anybody's way. I'm going to comply as quickly as they ask me to, because I've seen what CJ goes through when he's hit with a non-lethal round, man. It's not a joke. There we go.
This guy with the gun over here. I don't know. I think it's it's cool though, man. The one side.
Yeah, but like I said, we've got a police lineup started here. Or police line is starting.
I don't know what to tell you.
I I'm gonna, as soon as they ask me to disperse, I'm gonna head out. And they're forming a police lineup here. We're at the state capitol, the United States Capitol here. They're forming a line to keep people back. There's been people in this square all day, but oh, it's getting chilly. And we've still got a decent crowd out here. We have more officers being deployed out here, and they're holding this line pretty tight. Oops, I stay out of the way. I don't want to. When they tell me to move on, I'm moving on, man. I'm not going to get in the way of anybody.
Pretty much, Zaid.
Tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel. No, that's the Capitol Police. That's Capitol Police, right?
Yeah,
Look how mad this fucking guy is. He's like, call all these cops pieces of shit.
No, we're not saying National Guard.
We could like cut together compilations of just people shrieking in cops' faces.
So again, we're down here at Washington, D.C. at the Capitol, where there's a police standoff between protesters.
Pretty much, Zaid. If you saw the speech that Trump gave earlier,
protecting the line here. There's been
I
several
think
rounds
it's
of
hard
tear gas
to
deployed,
deny that he's responsible for this.
my guess is that they're going to keep. We've seen this
Oh, guys, they're
again
throwing the
and
tear
again.
gas.
There's going to be a push and pull from the police officers. Let's take a view down the line.
Why is it we love you. We love you. We like you. It's destruction of justice. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have shit about this here. A couple more days. Why did you lie to us? I would never around if I was you. And why do you cover for bad cops? I just don't. I seriously. Bad cops are super minority. We all know.
So they're holding a nice tight line.
Now
here
these guys are like,
between protesters.
now they're
We've got a
complaining
line
about
here
the thin
between the
blue line
protesters, and we've got a
and how
police line
bad
here.
cops cover for each other. I wonder if these people were just chimed in just as much
Right
over
here
the
in front of
summer.
The state's Capitol building.
I
We've
heard a
got
guy
Capitol
earlier
Police.
said, see, we're like, we weren't, we're against like BLM, and now look how you're treating us.
These are state police officers from, these are identified as state, these are Virginia state police officers holding the line here.
Oh, look at that. Look whose state
We've got
came to
Virginia
help.
State Police.
Which state?
We've got, whoever that is, probably National Guard.
You would kill cops and see they would kill you. If they had to chase you, they would kill you. We would be behind you. We are behind you.
No, there she's accusing the cops of liberal bullshit. This is wild, man.
Exactly. We still love and respect each and every one of you.
I want to be out of the way in case there's tear gas deployed. I want to be able to get out of the fray, so I'm going to just stay back to the side here. I chatted with a gentleman a little bit ago who had a piece given to him from a chair or a rail from inside the Capitol building. It's getting pretty chilly down here. I feel like they're going to clear people out. There's tear gas happening across on the other side. I just wanted to spread away from it.
The cop's like, guys, you know it's getting pretty chilly.
Mask on right now.
Deploy the gas.
Trying to keep all the we've got like National Guard out here.
Uh-oh.
I think this is Fairfax. Yes, we've got Virginia police officers, and the line is moving forward. And I'm just going to stay right out of the way. Stay out of the way of all the tear gas.
Here it comes.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to stay right to the edges so I can get out of here if I need to. Out of the edges this way? Okay.
She's nuts.
Okay, I'm going.
She bumps into the wrong cop, she's
right
going to
out of the
get
way.
knocked the fuck out.
I'm staying right on the edges. I want to...
Like, let's say somebody
not
pushes
wanna get pepper
her
sprayed down
into
or
a
tear
cop's
gas.
back, turns around,
Stays right in
clocks
your
her. I would not be fucking around
Stay
by these
fine.
cops.
Oops. I'm getting out of the way. Oh, wow. The police line goes way on here.
Wow.
Got a little bit of little stick pushed in my back over there. It looks like they're going to just keep pushing the line out. Keep the Capitol behind that police line up. We're going to trip on that.
Those are the Virginia State Troopers.
The numbers have really diminished out here, though. But yeah, they're going to keep pushing this line out. Again, we're right in front of the Capitol building. Get my press badge up.
all night.
It's the police. It's the push and pull. And if people resist, if there's any resistance,
I can't take another beat, man.
if there's any resistance, there is going to be there's going to be some. So the line is coming forward. I don't want to trip. And I'm not sure how far back. I'm not sure how far back they want the line. Yeah, they'll just.
What's up, Tiffany?
I'm gonna go over this way.
It's officially nightfall in
I'm gonna
DC.
get way out of the way.
Sunset at 5:30 Eastern.
You have no problem serving them champagne. If it was the other side, they would be throwing Molotovs at you.
I got buddies in the National Guard. Y'all niggas ain't shit. Fuck it all.
The other side is throwing Molotovs at you. You're fucking
Hey, we are the National Guard too.
Uh-oh. Okay. I'm getting myself out of the way. Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Sorry. Okay, I'm moving.
Oh, my God.
I am more than willing to get out of the way, people. I can't go backwards.
I got this motherfucker right here.
Uh-oh. Okay. Just gonna keep moving. Got myself shoved and pointed at. Ouch. Man, I got hit.
They're seriously like, what the fuck, man? We
Yep, I'm getting over the wall. I don't want to be pepper sprayed. Or, man, someone. Ouch. I'm gonna
don't
get way up
let
there.
it don't let it get you down, Tiffany.
There we go.
This was inevitable.
I'm trying to stay. I got a little bit trashed there. Someone tried to pick up a fence to try to block the police. I got smashed between the piece of fencing and the police coming from behind. Just try to keep my press badge out and let them know I'm not.
Damn, I gotta take off in a few.
I'm willing to comply. But here we are. Yeah, we're done at the Capitol building.
I need to get a
There's
fucking
been a standoff
coffee.
between
I am
protesters
tired.
and police. The police have been progressing. They've been advancing the line, pushing people back from the Capitol building. What we see is, I'm not sure how far back. Maybe I can ask him. Do you know how far back are they going to want the line? You're not sure? Okay, I'll get out of your way when you need me to. Yeah, so I'm not sure. It looks like it could be up to the edges over there, but it's like a push-pull, push-pull. know what that's about. But yeah, we're still out here in front of the Capitol building.
Well, it looks like the cops are doing a good job. They've got them away from the building.
Do that shit with Black Lives Matter out here acting a fool.
Virginia State Police, and I know that there's Capitol Police that are out also. I'm honestly surprised we're not seeing National Guard out here. Like, typically there would be, maybe the National Guard's here too. What we've seen in the past is a large National Guard's presence as well. Nope, and we're moving.
Oh!
I think we're moving forward. I'll do it this way.
Move!
Look how they're running towards us.
Oh, they're saying move back.
For sure not getting in the way, man. Because they're not playing around. I think, I know, I'm not sure where they're going to eventually end the line. I think we're... Oh. No, you're fine. Oh. I think this side, nope, we're not good here either. Okay. There's nothing behind me. There's the larger contingent is over here. And we're right in front of like the Washington Monument, Capitol building. It's like there's some, I don't want to push forward, I don't want to get in the way. I don't think that anyone, I mean, there's some people that are really resisting, they're pushing back. Like the police line is coming forward. And we've got some protesters that have vowed that they're going to continue to occupy the Capitol. And that's why I didn't get up by the steps. I didn't want to get caught between anybody. I want to stay out in the open so I can get out of here if I need to. I'm not sure where the edge of the Capitol steps go. Oh, oh, that's a fence.
All your friends, say goodbye, cop. Say goodbye to all your friends.
Yeah, that's a fence right there. Oh, I'm going. Going. I don't want to fall on the
I got two
here.
Tiffany's in the chat right now. One on YouTube, one on Twitch. Typically Tiffany on YouTube, Tiffany totally tries on Twitch.
Oh shoot. I don't know. Okay, there's no way. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and... There we go. Oh.
We didn't do anything wrong. I mean, we just want freedom that you guys want. We want to support you. We want the same freedom you guys want. We don't want the socialism in this country. We want the liberty. The liberty of speech.
So we're at the edge of the Capitol steps or the edge of the Capitol property.
We're part of you guys.
It looks like there are still people.
We support you guys.
Coming out from the Capitol.
Right here at the
and we've got
one more time.
A police line.
They push us back.
We've got a lineup of police holding the line here.
Hands up, don't shoot! Shouldn't have shot two of us.
Looks like they're barricading it out. Go ahead and back up.
You should have shot some Antifa while you were at it.
Oh.
Unfortunately, you only shot us.
Still some tear gas up in the air in here.
I think the Secret Service.
It's a public street.
I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I've got it.
Over the people. Money talks from you guys.
Our economy is dying
Which one did you punch in the face?
I press badge out.
I was too busy getting my ass hit by fucking 6 cops at once.
There we go. So I'm.
Are you fucking happy with yourself?
Looks like.
Are you fucking happy?
Looks like.
Are y'all gonna be able to go home and sleep in peace tonight, knowing that you kicked patriots out of a free fucking country? That is our building.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
If Antifa was fucking here, y'all would have rolled out the red carpet, got the champagne, and opened the front fucking door. Sir, like I said,
Antifa never accomplished what these guys did today.
coming back here. We ain't coming back here. Check this out. We ain't coming back on off. Look what they did today.
That's right.
The dude missing half of his fucking lip.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How did that happen?
They just shot me with a rubber bullet just for yelling at them.
Were you up on the Capitol steps earlier?
No, I was right down below. They just shot me with a rubber bullet for nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Fascist motherfucking BC Metro.
Have you been down here all day?
I'll watch it. I'll watch all the stuff when I get home, you know? A lot to do.
I want to hear that
Yeah,
guy.
6
Go
p.m.
back to the
curfew,
audio of
that's
the
for
guy who
sure.
got shot.
Yeah, the White House did not get attacked.
This is bullshit. Go back to him. We've been on her camera for like 20 minutes and you.
So this is like the remnant here, yo.
They put her behind where my thing is. She was
Thanks
the
for
best one. This guy sucks.
Y'all could have just like simply just asked like.
Did you ever imagine in your lifetime that you'd be on the steps
And
of
y'all
the
were the
Capitol?
ones who started shooting people. Y'all were the ones who started throwing shit. Y'all were the ones throwing fucking explosive devices at people.
Oh, you came.
And yeah, that won't no fucking crowd control. A 4-inch mortar is not a crowd control device. A 4-inch mortar can amputate somebody. You're fucking lucky my foot is still attached to my body. This is the Department of Health Police. You might as well put on a Nazi fucking uniform, put on some SS badges, because that's all you fucking are. They come here to separate you from your family. Because that's all
so the people don't have a problem.
You are the brown coat version of DC Metro. Every single one of y'all out here tonight that came out here to stop patriots. Y'all could have said, fuck that. You wouldn't let us take Antifa out while they were destroying our fucking city. We are going to go fuck with the
There's
city.
been hundreds of
But
thousands
y'all
of
let
people out here
Antifa
today
fuck this
that
whole
are saying
place
your
up.
same message. They want
And
they
y'all
want
do
to
a
accept the
fucking
results of
thing.
this election.
In the 80s, they talked about
Where does it end for our country? How do we go forward from here?
The only thing that we can do is have Trump call on the military and stop this from happening. I'm 65 years old. I never thought I'd ever see this happen in my lifetime. Okay? I'm doing this from a kid.
Even listen to our evidence. What's left? If somebody could please tell me if this isn't what we're supposed to be doing, what are we supposed to be doing?
And did you see the president's speech today?
I did.
Okay, any highlights?
He laid out quite a bit of evidence in the 6 disputed states where, for some reason or other, they've certified electors. Why? There's so much fraud. How could you certify the electors? They can't tell what happened. They have dead people voting. They have people voting twice.
Here we
they
fucking
changed
go.
election laws that not by the legislature, but by fiat. This is not how we do it in this country.
Were you disappointed that we didn't get a chance to hear the evidence in the House today?
Very, and I'm wondering because we were out in the field today. I don't know. Do you know what the outcome? I heard they left. Did they vote? Did they do anything, or did they?
I believe I was in the field as well. I believe they only had a chance to object to Arizona, and then I believe the Capitol building was breached. So I don't believe they had a chance to hear any evidence. They didn't even have a chance to go through, I believe, any state after Arizona. But I believe there was.
All right, guys, I got to take off.
I mean, with the joint session, and this is where people
Feed him to the
for the most
pussies.
part, vote Republican in this group. Republicans have
Yeah, but
sold
thanks
us
for tuning
out.
in, guys.
We control the Senate in that house.
I don't know if there's any.
And it kind of sounds
I'll
like
be
the
back in
Republicans,
like
we had
probably
Josh
like 3 or
Hawley, who
4
would
hours.
object to the electors.
But
you
we'll see if
go
things
to the
heat
separate
up. But it
chambers
looks
and
like things
debate
are
the
kind of
issue.
leveling off.
Would
So
they come back with an
what a
affirmative
fucking mess.
rejection? didn't sound like it was going to go that way, even though we control that
What
house.
a fucking
You know what?
mess.
And I'll tell you something else. This group is, when we have our little rallies, we chant back the
guys.
blue. We support the police. So what happened
Thanks
tonight?
for tuning in.
Like, we're the ones
If you're
that
watching on
support the
YouTube,
police.
make sure
The
to
Antifa
like,
and
subscribe, and
BLM
hit that
riot
bong
all
for
summer long, and
notification.
have
If you're watching on Twitch, please
we spend
fucking
an
follow
afternoon
me.
Getting tear gassed here.
And
What
yeah.
is that?
Until tonight,
That is not equal
stay
justice
metal
under the law, and
and
that's
hail
another
Satan.
complaint. That if you're Hillary Clinton
Goodbye.
and you keep a server with classified